Yo, what's going on, guys? And today I wanted to talk about Zion Williamson. And is he going to take the leap that we all expect from him? Because that's what I believe. Because right now I want to talk about how can Zion take his game to the next level, to the leap that we expect from him. So before we start today's video, I want to hear your opinions down below. What do you guys think of Zion Williamson? Zion, arguably, so every few years you have players, Zion, Ben Simmons, Andrew Wiggins. You could argue Anthony Davis before that, and before Anthony Davis, you could say maybe Derrick Rose. Along those veins, players that are guaranteed to be great players. And this year, they had multiple of those. Like the first 5 picks looked like they could be really good. But Zion is in the upper echelon, like Anthony Davis, Ben Simmons, Andrew Wiggins, and Derrick Rose, where they're expected to be all NBA players, okay? And the phrase "the next level" is a little scary with this guy, since he's already performing offensively, at least at a level that few have ever been able. Okay, Williamson's averaging 27 points, 7.2 rebounds, 3.6 assists per game, while making 61.1% of his shots. So what if so many, of them, I feel like, what if he started doing stuff different, okay? Right now, the way to stop Zion is crowding the rim. So what if he starts doing pull-ups? What if he starts shooting from the restricted area? Okay? No other player in league history has averaged 27 or more points while shooting 60% plus from the field. And yes, this is such a claim that includes Wilt Chamberlain, okay? And this is what I'm talking about. Right now, he can make some mid-range jump shot and the occasional three once in the blue moon, but it's really right now just going into the rim. So imagine if he could take that to the next level. And Williamson's numbers were even more ridiculous during the last 52 games of the Pelicans seasons, where he was averaging 28.5 points, 4.3 assists, and 62.3% shooting. Not bad for a guy who's only played 85 games in his entire NBA career. And this will officially be his third season by appearances, but it's basically year 2 only. This guy is a 6'7", 284-pound there's no category to put him in, okay? Performer who will be heeding instructions from his third coach in as many seasons, okay? With Willie Green taking over for Stan Van Gundy, who took over for Alvin Gentry. That's not ideal for a young guy, okay? We see it happen in the NFL all the time with quarterbacks. And I think the logic is for coaching has a bigger impact in the NBA. Teams that stick it out, I think usually their coaches usually turn around, kind of like a Brett Brown. I don't think Brett Brown was that bad of a coach, and he went from being like a perennial loser to 2 or 3 playoff appearances in a row. So I think it's not ideal for a young guy like Zion to be exposed to so many different styles of coaching and play schemes, and the lack of continuity. I don't know why I said that weird. Continuity, right there. That's how you say it. The lack of continuity is something that is extending beyond just coaching for Zion, okay? Teammates have come and gone, okay? And right now, 3 of the 4 most minutes he's logged with of players, Eric Bledsoe, Lonzo, and Steven Adams, are all gone. So New Orleans might run its offense through Williamson and Brandon Ingram this year, which is what looks good. And I think it could mesh well for Jonas Valanciunas down low. But Zion's most ripe areas for improvement are on defense, where he needs to stay locked in and not have as many defensive lapses. By his Gaudy numbers to translate to winning, the Pelicans are a 40-45 in his 85 games, okay? A rate that won't even get them in a play-in spot, okay? So I think at the very least, this team is a 500 play-in team. This is a play-in team. What I expect from Zion this year, I need him. First off, I want those assist numbers to be closer to 5 than the 4. And again, continue dominating the boards, but not dominating that you're getting defensive rebounds, but let's get some offensive rebounds in there. Besides that, I want to see Zion running out of the high post, low post, pick and rolls where Brandon Ingram is slashing, or you could even have, in this case, Franz Wagner slashing, or really having a lot of ball movement, kind of having a modern, not like a, I don't want to say a triangle, but kind of a perimeter offense where Zion sometimes the technical small ball five, and then you put out there Brandon Ingram, Franz Wagner, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and Kira Lewis Jr. And I think those lineups could really run. And I think if Zion can shoot like 34% from three and start using a mid-range and becoming utilizing slashes and stuff, I think if he takes some plays out of Nikola Jokic's book for how to create offensively for his teammates, same thing from LeBron, and then also take some pages out of the book of like John Collins in the sense of slashing to the rim, same thing from Mikal Bridges, how they are really good slashers, but also able to be really good corner three shooters, okay? And I think that's where Zion should start, becoming a corner three shooter and then start moving his three-point shot around. And I think that could really be productive for him, okay? I think that could be very, very good. I had to take a sip of water, guys. Water's so good. Like, I think water's one of the most underrated things. Yeah, so I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Do you think this is me saying, like, a lot or expecting too much from Zion? Or I think these are the things. I think he's going to be averaging, again, closer to 30 points. But to take the next step, I think the range needs to go out. And if he doesn't extend the range, I think he just has to continue to be shooting 60% from the field without using the three-point shot. Which, again, like, some people, albeit that's the problem with Ben Simmons, is Ben Simmons doesn't have a three-point shot. But, like, Zion, if he's just so good at driving to the rim and drawing fouls and all that stuff, doing everything that Ben Simmons isn't, I think he can have a career without a three-point shot. You don't need a three-point shot in today's NBA, okay? That's a myth. It's a myth that people want you to believe. So you think that by not having a three-point shot, you can't be a successful NBA player, which is a myth, okay? You can be a very successful NBA player without a three-point shot. There are plenty of NBA players in the league who have had success without a three-point shot, okay? I just think it just kind of sucks that this is like a trend that has been happening, and I think you can have success. Tell me if I'm wrong. Do you think I'm wrong on that you can have success in the NBA without a three-point shot? Am I stupid, or do you guys agree with that? I think you can have a career without a three-point shot in the NBA. I think it's definitely possible, and people just are just going into the media's hype that three-point shooting's everything. If you can play really good defense and are a very good, efficient scorer, okay, without a three-point shot, you can make it. You can make it. Dwight Howard doesn't have a three-point shot, but Dwight Howard rebranded himself. For years, Dwight Howard wasn't great because he didn't want to do the pick and roll. He adapted. That's what people do.